In the era of great king named Hazrat Qarnayn, the man of two horns. It was called that name because he used to wear a hat that has two horns coming out of it. He was extremely powerful king. He was a worshipper of Allah, a righteous, pious, just Muslim king. He had so much power, so much authority that his kingdom reached almost the whole world. So Hazrat Qarnayn had power to reach to the end part of the world. Allah tells about Hazrat Qarnayn in Surah Kahf. He reached inland very far in distance. He used to go around to the whole world to see who is being oppressed, who is doing good to reward them, bring justice between people. He used to go out with his army looking everywhere as far as he can. That's what he spent his life in, traveling the world and applying justice in the world. One day, Hazrat Qarnayn reached to the border of the world where civilization was so behind. Allah says in Quran, when he reached the place of a setting of a sun, he found the sun was setting in a murky pond, a murky water. He found that sun was setting in a boiling hot water. It was such a strange lake, not the ordinary lake, that was muddy and very hot. Some have said it might be a lava, but Allah knows the best. He found a group of people there. There was no more land beyond where he reached, where nobody could reach even further. There was no civilization after there. He found a passage away between the mountain, and he found a group of people. They could not speak to him. They were cut off from the civilization, from all the civilization. The people could hardly understand. They couldn't communicate the normal speech. They said to Hazrat Qarnayn that Yajuj and Majuj are causing a lot of evil. They are killing us, they are raping us, they are murdering us, they are causing our damages. Can you please help us? Yajuj and Majuj, Gog and Magog. It's a very harsh word. They are two tribes related to each other. Their meaning is to be dry and harsh, and the enemy, when it comes, they comes really fast. They're going to attack you really fast. Gog and Magog are the corruptors on the earth. The group of people said, can you please help us? If we pay you, you're such a mighty king. You have a vast and army. You clearly from the superior civilization. You seem to be a good man because you are so nice to us. Take this money and help us. Save us, protect us from Gog and Magog. Can you please build a wall between us? They come through this valley, build a wall, a barrier, so they can't come to us, so they can be cut off from the world. Then Hazrat Qarnayn replies, whatever Allah has given me is better than your money. I don't need your money. I'll do it for fi sabilillahi ta'ala. I'll do it for the sake of Allah. But what I need from you, you help me with your manpower. You help me with your physical strength. Bring me pieces of iron, sheets of iron. When Hazrat Qarnayn laid it between the two mountains, so he's building a type of a barrier with the iron, which is right now cold. He said blow, and the blowing here is with a fire. So when he's put the iron, a massive fire is being built. A fire that is so hot that all of this iron will become molten and stick together. This is the type of the hell he needs from the people. Allah knows how they built such a large fire. Hazrat Qarnayn had the technology to do that. It is so massive that it is between the two mountains. So apparently the people of Gog and Magog were trapped inside that area and they had no escape out of it. Allah says in Quran, they could neither climb it nor they could dig underneath it. Hazrat Qarnayn built something so strong that nothing can reach, nothing can come, nothing can break it down. No climate, no people, no weaponry, nothing. No one was able to break it. Then Hazrat Qarnayn said, this is the mercy of my Lord. And according to one interpreter, he actually fell into the sajda, thanking Allah that he was able to do this. This shows us that Hazrat Qarnayn realized how evil the Gog and Magog are. So he thanked Allah for blocking them up. Then he said, when the prophets of Allah will come, the scholars have interpreted this to mean the day of judgment and the signs of the day of judgment. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cause this massive barrier that is impossible for human to penetrate. Allah will cause this barrier to crumble and fall flat. It will become level to the ground, and the promise of Allah is true. This is going to happen. Yajuj and Majuj will be blocked up from the world until a certain time that is gonna come. And it is only Allah who will allow this world to be destroyed. And when it is destroyed, they will come out. Allah says, we have left them. They are in huge quantity. They are in so many quantity, like they are wasps, like bees, like bugs swarming up, like ants everywhere. The mountains are covered with such bad climate. If they try to go up these mountains, they will die. They can't go around or they can't come on top of the wall. Yajuj and Majuj are so corruptive, they are more corruptive than the corruptive of today. They are immoral, have no principles, nothing. And when they're gonna come out, they're just gonna destroy, rob, rape, kill, murder, all of this. Hazrat Muhammad ﷺ says, Yajuj and Majuj will pass by the ocean, the sea of Tabariya. It is close to Syria, where Jordan and Syria is in that area. Yajuj and Majuj will come past Tabariya. It is bigger than lake, smaller than the sea, a huge area. And they will drink every bit of water that's in it. They are coming like in groups. So the first group will drink it all. Then the second group is still coming. They will come to the same lake and they won't find any water in it. They will say, we think that there was once upon a time water here. This indicates that they are phenomenally large in population, and when they're going to come out, they're going to fight, kill anyone in front of them. They will cause fitna and fasad. Then Isa alayhi salam and his companions start supplicating. They will make dua to Allah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will respond to the dua of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam and his companions. Then Allah will send a disease, a worm or a type of parasite that will come out of their necks of Yajuj and Majuj as a disease, and it will be in their neck. They would be killed all at once. They will die wherever they are on earth. Then Hazrat Isa alayhi salam and his companion will ask Allah again to remove these people. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send birds and they will carry their bodies and throw their bodies where Allah wills for them. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends rain. It would wash away the earth and fertilizes the land. The Quranic verses and ahadith are very clear about the fact that the Gog and Magog are the creations of Allah. They will able to pass the wall when Allah wills, and they are busy destroying the wall day and night. They are keep on digging until Allah gives them permission to come out at the end of the time. They will be there in the time of Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, after Hazrat Isa alayhi salam has killed the Dajjal. We Muslims should really educate ourselves and other Muslims about the coming of Ad-Dajjal, Yajuj Majuj, return of Hazrat Isa and Imam Mahdi.